Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. We are flying out another major change that we got with the BRs today, which are all the F-5s, or rather not all, but the more advanced F-5s. So if you don't know, the F-5E, the Chinese F-5E and the Chinese F-5A, the three of those got a lower BR, 10.7 right now. So it is very interesting actually. If you flew this aircraft before in 11.0, I don't know, like 90% of the matches you would face top tiers. And now basically all the matches are facing the same type of tier that you are flying. Sometimes lower tiers as well. So it is putting a little bit of a pressure on the lower tiers. I think it's just normal that we see that. But there is a lot of 11.0s, 11.3s that are pulling upwards the BR as well. So you will see MiG-21s, the bases and SNTs. You will see other aircraft like that as well. So it's not only like down tiers, right? As you see, this match, for example, it's a good example. A lot of F-5E's, a lot of MiG-21s, aircraft that are in this middle ground between 10.7 and 11.3, right? And this will, or even an F-4S, as you see right there, 11.3, right? So you will see a lot of the matches, like the majority of the matches, for me at least, were matches like that. So lowering this aircraft was actually a good thing. I noticed a lot of people complaining about the MiG-21s being 11.0s, while the F-5 is at 10.7. But I think it's just a matter of the weapon systems that these aircraft have. I think the majority of the 11.0 MiGs, right, they use R60Ms, man. Even the MiG-23Ms and others, they all use R60Ms. And here in the F-5, we are using 9Js or M9Ps, right? So yeah, it is mainly the main problem with these aircraft, because the weapon systems, I mean, the performance of it's fine, but I think it's not really fair that an aircraft such as this, with only 2 missiles like these ones, fight 12.0s. There is a small factor that maybe some of the other MiGs should be a lower BR, like, I don't know, maybe, let's say the MF would like be, 10.3 or 10.7, right? So I don't know, it's debatable maybe, but I think the way that it is, it's fine. The MF, I think the SMT also, they are 10.3, right? And the F-5E being 10.7, it's pretty alright. But they are basically the same type of aircraft, so the type in the middle, I mean, like in the sense of the performance that they have, and the way that they are. So I don't know, I just feel like the I always felt that the MiG-21s were kind of low in 10.3, but still, I think the lowering of the F-5 it was due to happen at some point, right? So it is a very good change, I think. And yes, it feels a little bit weird because it is not focused on some minor nations or aircraft that normally are suffering. The F-5 is an aircraft that is known for being very OP even, but with the addition of the more advanced 80s 4th generation aircraft, or even before with the MLD and the F-14, it was already in its limit, right? It was already facing stuff that it was kind of too far to reach, and especially with just 2 missiles, and especially being just M9Js, right? So it was just long overdue, even if you ask me. I think these aircraft should be a lower BR. Is it perfect? Nope, but I think it's pretty alright. And if you are asking about the F-5A as well, the F-5A also, a lot of people are confused about being 10.7 as well, but it's due to the missiles as well, which is also a very weird thing if you ask me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the F-5C's and A's, the American ones, they are 10.3. And with that in mind, F-5A with just the true AIM-9Js should be a little bit more of a higher BR, right? So it kind of makes sense that it is a higher BR. But if the E's are also going down, the Chinese A needs to go down as well. So it's just just makes sense, right? The performance-wise, obviously the F-5E will be better than the F-5A, but there isn't much to do about these. They are similar enough to be in the same BR, right? So it's plenty, I think, and it is very fun to actually fly it out, the F5s. It is finally fun again, you know, and Gaijin actually is being kind of, I don't know if it's on purpose, but all these changes are making it so that these BRs from like 10.0 maybe to even 11.0 or maybe even a little bit depending on the aircraft, it does feel like they are going for something like a 70s kind of situation over here. Obviously, some aircraft from the 70s are way too OP to be in these BRs, like the F-14 or even the MiG-23 ML and MLA, but it does feel like when you are flying these 70s aircraft, especially these fighters, that you are in the 70s. So that's a very cool thing actually for me. I think it's a very realistic feeling that you see. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the launch like animations of the missiles now with the fixed like missile, right? They are so realistic right now. It really is like a lot smoother than it was. So cheers for them to actually fix that bug of the launch of the missiles as well. So yeah, very cool. As you see here, even the F-5A can deal with targets, and you will see a lot of, especially in these early days of the BR changes, you will see a lot of mixed matches over here. So you will see a lot of F5s against F5s, and it's something just to, I think, to be even happy about it because it's balanced. But it does feel weird to killing an F5 with an F5. It always feels weird, right? I don't know. I mean, at least for me. And here, a very problematic thing. I was really trying to snipe him. I was trying to get, and I basically just wasted all of my ammo. Jesus Christ. And yeah, as you see, 10 bullets, and I just spent like 150 rounds not doing anything for that tram. So yeah, not a very smart way of playing. But I noticed that the guy was actually AFK and I missed the last 10 shots. So I just had to do something, right, to actually shoot him down. I tried to just maintain the same level of speed as him and try to break him, and it worked. So good kill right there. I basically took off again, landed, took off, and the last guy was that MiG-23 right there. So very cool addition, these lower BRs for the F5s. Hopefully they continue to do these BR changes in the future, and we know that they will, right? So yeah, very cool. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the F5 at this BR, and I see you guys on the next one. Subscribe and bye guys. See ya.